You are probably watching this video because either one, you freaked the fuck out because you noticed that your oil light turned on and are praying to God that it's not something serious like an oil pump, or two, you're trying to figure out how to get this tiny piece of aluminum into this bigger piece of aluminum. Well, I have experience with both. I noticed last night that the oil light was on and I also have oil pressure that is low. But what I just found out on the way to where I was going is that when I started revving it, it goes right back to normal. But when I let off the gas, then it'll go right back to being low oil pressure. So I'm not really 100% sure what that is. If I had to guess, it's a sensor. But when I'm driving, it's normal. But when I'm at idle, it's a problem. And with my certificate and trying shit and finding out, this is what my non-expertise self carefully researched and discovered. My name is Logan, and for short, you can call me Logan. And today I'll be showing you guys how to change the oil pressure sensor on your 2014 V6 Mustang. First, make sure the engine is off and completely cooled down before working on it, because burning yourself sucks. Second, locate the oil pressure sensor, which is behind the oil filter with a blacked sleeve line connected to it. Third, carefully unplug the connector from the sensor. Take your time, and if it makes you feel better, unplug the battery. Fourth, use a wrench to loosen the sensor by turning it counterclockwise. I tilted my wrench for better leverage, but if you find a better method, go for it. And if you were curious, this was my oh shit moment. Oh shit. Fifth, if required, apply a little Teflon tape to the threads. This helps create a good seal and prevents leaks. Sixth, thread the new sensor by hand to avoid cross-threading. By hand. Tighten it snugly, but not too much. It's important to note that the sensor isn't designed to thread in all the way. From factory, you might see some threads exposed with a little Teflon tape visible. That is on purpose. And that's it. Start your car, check for leaks, and make sure the oil pressure warning light is off. Because that was the whole reason why we did this in the first place. The next move we are gonna make is to ensure that everything looks nice and tidy, make sure no lights come on, and this oil pressure thing doesn't do anything stupid like change from normal to low or subnormal to high. Unfortunately, from my understanding, there is no gauge on here to really give an accurate measurement if it's reading properly. But you know what? This dummy gauge is only giving me normal, so I'm gonna stick with it and say it's okay for now. Best thing we do is to make sure we look at the oil temp as the car warms up to ensure it doesn't get too hot or too low, but it's gonna probably have to sit here for a minute considering it is cold outside. With that being said, we're gonna let this car sit for another 5 more minutes, make sure everything looks good, and then we should finally be good to go. As you can see, this thing has had its better days. It looks absolutely disgusting, but as you look down right here, you'll see that the Teflon tape looks pretty rough. If I had a guess as to why this thing stopped working properly, it was probably because the Teflon tape was going bad, ripped, and then the oil just decided to seep through, causing it to leak all over this sensor. Now, if that's not the reason, now I'm not 100% sure. Not really sure how these things go bad, but the only reason I knew this was going bad is because whenever the car was idling, then that's when it would hit low oil pressure, but when it was driving, it said it was working up to its normal operating procedures. I just want to make it clear too, I am no technician. I am no mechanic. So don't think everything I'm saying is true. I'm just going off what Logan's brain thinks is right, what YouTube University has told me, what Google has told me, and what my homies have told me. So that's all I'm going off of right now. And so far, it has been working well up to this point in my life, which I am thankful to say that it works. But in this scenario, I just want to say be careful and put caution to the when you do this type of stuff, because maybe not everything I'm saying is right, and I'm only going off the research and the knowledge that I know. So be careful. Just be careful, because this can get really ugly really quick if you do something wrong. So what I want to do next, if I haven't said it already, is I want to drive this thing around just to ensure that everything is working up to its operating procedures, because I don't want it to look good now. I go inside, take my shower, do my happy ass shit, then drive off later and I have a big ass puddle going down the road.
And I am pretty sure that everything will work fine at the end of the day. I'm probably over-exaggerating this right now.
But you know what? I just want to make sure that I'm doing okay with what I'm doing, because this is my daily driver. And if I don't have my daily driver, then I got to start taking the city bus. And I don't want to do that. And you're good to go. That's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability with my little to no mechanical knowledge. Thank you guys all much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.